I want to turn now to you, Rich, and talk about Ferrari Formula One. Tell us about the development of that.
Okay, Ferrari Formula One was designed from the beginning to be a Grand Prix simulation as opposed to a racing game. So we spent a great deal of time finding out about the Ferrari F186 that was used in the 1986 World Championship season and finding out about each one of those individual tracks and the drivers that performed on the circuit that year. One of the things that we did was realize that at least a portion of the part of Grand Prix racing is the engineering and setting up of the car for each one of those individual tracks.
Okay, Greg, show us how you do that on this. That's pretty impressive.
Okay. This is the paddock screen, which is a menu system that we use to get you from different places. For instance, here you can see the Brazilian flag. You can see that there's a sun, which means that the weather is currently sunny and that the current selection has it set for a 2-lap race. Around the track is the garage, the transports, which allow you to get to other tracks, race control, which allows you to control the simulation, and the pits. And I have some final setup to do before we go do this race, so let's go straight here.
You can push on any of those things, click on any of those things, and then
it creates another reaction. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm not quite sure how to set up for here, I'm going to ask for advice from Mauro, who's a built-in computer crew chief.
Okay, so there are all the choices you have in setting up your car.
Right. What I can do is, this is the engine system requester, fuel injection ROM, oiling system, the turbocharger, etc. This is the tire requester, which allows me to select between different compounds and different tread designs. Wing settings, which are important for aerodynamics and maximum downforce, and suspension settings. Also on the screen is a race scoring monitor that's exactly modeled after the Longines Olivetti system that's used in Formula One racing. So I think we should just go out and get into this race.
Okay, now in this particular demo you're going to show us, the computer's really driving the car, right?
But when you drive the car, you drive it using the mouse, using the right button is the accelerator, the left button is the brake.
The first thing you see is what look to be real rear view mirrors.
Right. Those rear view mirrors are showing you exactly what's behind you, which in this case is unfortunate because there's nobody behind you. You are in 8th place. That guy was unkindly cutting in front of us. The dash you see in front of you is an exact copy of the dash that was on the F186. The top display is the turbo boost. The bottom display is the RPMs. I'm going to crank up my turbo boost so we catch up here. There's a gear shifter that you see is working there. The steering wheel moves, front wheels move. The object of this game is a little different than most driving games in that your role isn't just to run one race, it's to win the entire season. That means you have to survive to finish the season, so you have to be careful and conservative and not destroy yourself.
And you can crash and get in trouble here like you could
exactly.
in a real race too.
If you were to run into the back of one of these cars at the proper speed, it could knock you out for anything from 1 day to the entire season.
Rich, we're kind of going for a ride here. It's sort of on autopilot. Is there some degree of randomness in there? We'll get a different ride each time?
Well, Rick Koenig, when he built the physics model and wrote the rest of the program, we did some data analysis on real-world drivers and discovered kind of the factor of error that they had. So we built that into both this AI opponent as well as the other AI opponents. Those other AI opponents are designed to be similar to the top finishers of the season.
Rich, Eddie, thank you very much. I know what I'll be doing this weekend now. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with another look at games for the Macintosh and the IBM PC, so join us then.